Now, we've been looking at this reverse Toreando grip. It's a very, very useful way of passing that relies on a lot of the principles that we've looked at so far. The idea that when an opponent, when you form increases that angle, it increases the work rate that your opponent must start to perform. It also means that as your opponent tries to bring the legs up and over, you're working against the weakness of the human body, which is the pulling strength of the legs, and you're moving away from the strength of the human body, which is the pushing strength of the legs. So it's an excellent way for you to mechanically gain an advantage over an opponent. Now, it's very important to understand that when we start coming north-south, the biggest problem you're going to face is when you go against very flexible opponents who can invert and throw legs in and start hooking and putting you back in guard. Looks like this. So we have an opponent in front of us. We do a good job of getting to an angle. We do a good job of coming up here. But when it's time for us to start that passing action, this guy's got good flexibility and he starts hooking his legs in and forming a realignment, which puts him back in guard. Okay? Whenever you see this kind of thing going on, it's time for you to switch from reverse Toreando to reverse scooping. Let's quickly refresh our minds as to what a reverse scoop grip is. We saw it earlier in the video, but it's always good to refresh. Okay. In a conventional scoop grip, my right arm goes underneath my opponent's left leg. Okay, and from here, we do our passing. In a reverse scoop grip, we normally start with an angle, and we work against our opponent's recovery leg. As he goes to put us back in guard, we take the reverse scoop with our head on the outside. And this is what enables us to start turning the corner on our training partner and come up into a strong passing position. Okay, we can do the same thing from north-south out of reverse Toreando grips. Let's have a look at it right now. Okay, we start off in front of our training partner. We do a good job of getting an initial angle, and we come up like so. When it's time for us to start that passing action, Placido does a really good job of hooking in with the legs. The second we see that, we switch off. There's our reverse grip. We push the other leg down, and as a result, we're able to catch either the shoulder or go across the head and get into a good passing position on the other side. So we have to create a conditioned response. Placido. Whenever a leg comes up to catch us, we always want to create that reverse scoop grip and get our head forward and pin this guy. Okay? Doesn't matter whether we're across side or north-south. It's the same thing in either case. As soon as that leg comes in, we want to catch it, just like so. We want to beat the other leg, and we want to start capturing our training partner's head and shoulders and getting into situations where when he tries to push us off now, you're so high up on this guy, it's so difficult for him to get away from you. Okay, so let's have a look at this as part of a whole package. Training partners in front. We do a good job of getting ourselves out to an angle. We do a good job of coming in and starting that passing action, but he does a good job of recovery. And as he does so, we immediately come out the other side, capture our training partner, and find ourselves in the perfect pin position. And this is how we work together with reverse Toreando grips. Get down to a close pass. He goes to recover with his flexibility. We get that reverse scoop grip, come around the other side, and finish our pass.